seem our producer wants to throw us under the bus by giving us this type of content to put out because we're talking about the 5 phrases that cheaters love to use when they cannot lie anymore. Yani, after somebody has gaslit you, after somebody has lied to you and shown you shege, but you're refusing to say no. I can see what you have done this to me. What are the phrases they use? And the most popular one is the work of the devil. Have we not seen when people try to pray away the cheating? Have we not seen when people try to blame the devil for their things? And it is so manipulative when somebody says, hey, why would you cheat on me? Why are you sleeping with this other woman? Why are you sleeping with this other man? And instead of taking accountability and saying, hey, I was not happy with this situation. It was foolish for me to step out. Instead of talking to you, instead of taking accountability, they say, it's the devil. It's the devil, my love. Me, I love you personally. But the devil and his demons, they pursued me relentlessly and they carried me to this other woman's house. It is such a manipulative way for you to kind of get rid of the guilt. And it's also used in Christian settings more. Because if you tell your wife that it's the devil, and she goes to church every Sunday, she's a very stout Christian, how dare she not believe that the devil would be attacking her marriage? You know, it is such a manipulative way to, get rid of evidence or blame.
Yeah, it's very much shifting blame. Another one is it was a moment of weakness, because this one, it kind of just makes the other person look like they were just a victim in this whole situation. Like, no, I didn't want to, but I felt a moment of weakness and then I just slept with this person. Honestly, a moment of weakness. A moment of weakness, you called this person. A moment of weakness, you agreed on a timeline. A moment of weakness, you decided to find an excuse that you will give me in order for me to not be chasing you down or tracking you down at that particular time. A moment of weakness cannot be justifiable enough to make me believe that the hotel room that you all met up in, the house that you all met up in, the restaurant that you all met up in was by coincidence. That's not a moment. That is a calculation, and there is no way a person can have a moment of weakness because it is very calculated, it is very planned out. It is not a moment, it is a series of moments. Okay, so when someone tries to say, oh my god, it was just a moment of weakness, babe, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. What do you mean you didn't mean to? You really did mean to, because you made plans, like you exchanged contact information, you chatted up with this person for so long that you had a connection personal enough for this person to be okay to meet up with you at one point or another. Like, there is nothing about that is momentary. I'm sorry, it is calculated, and therefore that is an excuse you will hear quite often. But always remember,
or saying it was a mistake. What do you mean it was a mistake? It takes so much effort to actually go out and do all of this. You know, you could have stayed home. You know, you could have not showered and shaved and gotten out of the house. You could have just simply stayed. You could have not picked up the call. So it takes so much effort for somebody to simply say, it was a mistake, I won't do it again, forgive me. And by them saying it's a mistake or acknowledging they did something wrong, it's a mistake, they're acknowledging they messed up. So now it's kind of them forcing you to accept their forgiveness, to forgive them, because see, it was a mistake. What more can I do? What more can I say beyond, I am sorry, it was a mistake, I will never do it again? That is so manipulative. If you are caught cheating, accept and ask how to be forgiven. How can I earn your forgiveness? Saying it's a mistake, it just doesn't cut it.
Yeah, another one is, I don't know what came over me, because it's another one which is very victim over. Okay, I don't know what came over me. I swear I shouldn't have. I promise I didn't want to. You don't know what came over you? Again, it is just relinquishing themselves of the guilt and the responsibility. Because if we're being entirely honest, it's someone saying that I have no control over what I do. Like, my actions, my body, nothing. Like, I'm taking no responsibility with what I did, or no responsibility and accountability for what I did, because it was a momentary lapse in character. Like, I don't know what happened, like the whole something came over me and then I came over someone else's house. God, yeah. you know, it's very loose. You know, it's like, yeah, I don't know what came over me when someone slaps. It's like you're sitting down with someone and then suddenly they slap you across the face, and then suddenly they're like, oh my god, I don't know what came over me. What? Were you
know.
possessed? Like your hand just came from where it was and came right. You know
Do
that.
you need an exorcism?
Do you know the only way that true the only way that that makes sense is if you say like you were invaded by an alien, like you were invaded by something else, something else took over your body, and that's why you had no control over what you did. Every single thing you do is a thought in your head at one point or another. Like you really you either think about it or it happens, you know, spontaneously, but regardless it went through somewhere here before it became anything. For me to lift my hand like this, I have to have a coordination in my brain. So that makes no sense.
Exactly. And also saying, don't let the devil come in between
Oh,
us, you know.
stuff.
Don't let all these other people come
Diamonds.
in between us. Don't let other people interfere. What we have is so special. Don't let this momentary lapse in judgment come in between what we have built. Can you see the lies? And you have heard it. It sounds familiar because you have heard it either in real life or in movies where the narcissistic person just wants to shift. Everyone else is a problem except you. And also telling people, don't let other people come in between us. You've now shifted the blame to me.
Absolutely.
Now it's my fault that, you know, you did this. And also, don't let home wreckers come in. No, the home would not have been wrecked if you had not opened the door. It's a you thing. So stop trying to now shift the blame. And it's very calculated because it's very subtle, you know. If somebody says, don't let them come in between us, I will work very hard to protect what... I now feel like I've been given a responsibility to take care of what we have. And now I'm looking at everyone like, yeah, you adulterous woman who came after my husband. Have you not ever questioned like the theory of why other women would attack the other woman? It's because huku nyumbani amepatiwa pilo toka kaambiwa, my love, they seduced me, they tried me, don't let them come and take away. They actually want to live where you live. It is you that they are jealous of. So now this other woman is just like, hey, where is that young girl who was seducing my husband? And I'm just like, girl, here's the problem. The cheater is the problem. So don't fall for these lines.
Absolutely. And I think there's so many other ways in which you can look at all of these facets, which are just them preying on your subtlety. Because even when you say it's the devil, don't let the devil come between us, to a person that is heavily religious, a person that is going to Shandara Babayoko the hell out of any situation, I think it's important for you to notice that this person is using words that are very curated to you particularly. Because if a person is not religious and you're telling them don't let the devil come between us, what devil? You know, it's very clear that that is not a tactic that would work for them or to them or make sense to them. So someone is always trying to like almost coerce you using the jargon and the basis of belief that you have. Babe, I never meant to do it. I promise you, I don't even know what came over me. Like that's forcing you to be protective, just as Turi has said. Honestly, there's nothing that can be redeemed. There is no redemption in a person who tells you or uses these lines against you, because they're really attacking you now. Hey, they're really attacking. Guy, Turi, mtu amekaa tu hivi mahali akapiga date waka-agree, ametuma message akisema hey baby, don't worry about that one, I'll meet you, don't call me on this number, I will call you, or email me instead. That's a person who's really trying to get with the other person. So why stop them? Don't stop the reggae. Let them, please. Let them do all those things to somebody else, not you.
Exactly. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're being gaslit, you know what you know what is factual, and somebody else is just trying to manipulate you into thinking that you're a fool or you're crazy, just stand ground, believe in yourself, and believe that you actually know what you're doing, that you actually know what you're saying, that the kettle is actually blue. It's not black. You know, you're not a mad woman. You're not mad. Anyway, that was our show.